2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
With game time, only Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And the Oklahoma City starting five. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for Miami, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Mitchell, then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And certainly on paper, this game is something of a mismatch, Doris.
Yes, it is, but it's always dangerous when one team is expected to win by a large margin. Because why? Human nature. Can't skip steps. These are still professional basketball players. That underdog can be a real dog.
Now here's Hartenstein. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Miami shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
Now at the line, Davion Mitchell. 2.
That free throw no good. So he can't get either to fall. And Williams has got the ball here for OKC. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Holmgren finds Dort. And here is Williams. Back to Dort. Puts up a deep 3. That shot missing.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, baby.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Oklahoma City ahead, up 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Cason Wallace out there with Mitchell. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. Fontecchio's shot is off.
Excellent job of closing out on that 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Here's Larson. 29 seconds left in the half. No good on the 3. Wallace outside to the inside. Holmgren. The rebound by Ware.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Larson. pass to Jaquez. 1 second left. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there.
With a score.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Oklahoma City ahead. They're up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They led by 2 after the first. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Playing on the road is having no effect on this team. I mean, between your planes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, they're just not creating enough scoring opportunities, and they're pretty lucky they're not trailing by 15 right now. They need to play more unselfishly, work for better spacing, go stronger to the basket.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Mitchell. They've got Davion Mitchell. Norman Powell out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Now here's Wiggins. 2-point game. 4 on the clock. Hero with the bucket.
They're just letting the play develop. Hero is gifted at reading and breaking defenses down.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That's his first foul. Joe's checked in for Hartenstein.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Thunder, Isaiah Joe.
.29 seconds left in the third. Outside Joe. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. SGA explodes to the rim.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Here's Hero. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Williams passes to Joe. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Wiggins. No good on the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 2. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Jalen Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Mitchell in at the 2-guard.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. And they told the team, it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Hero, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Personal foul. First team foul.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake. Looking to close things out, that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball, guarded by Adebayo. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 9-point game here.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the three.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And so the Thunder take the win.
That's the
Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building